Well, hello everybody, it's Rabbit here, and today we're going to be talking about the actual spoilers of everything Jurassic World Dominion and Jurassic Awesomeness. So, if you haven't seen the movie, which you should have because the day this video is being recorded, it is currently Wednesday. Meaning you should have seen the movie because you are awesome and you are cool. If you haven't seen the movie, what are you possibly doing with your life right now? You better hurry up before I get to Allosaurus over here to kill you like it did on that guy on a scooter. Alright, with that being said, now let's get right into the intro and get right into the video. Or whatever. Well, Jurassic World Dominion. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best movie to ever be made, but it is a good movie where you can be entertained and everything like that. They want to cram as much dinosaurs in there. Hang on, Mike. Cram as much dinosaurs in there as possible, which, you know, it's cool. If you're wondering why the mask, well, it's pretty simple. You can't do a review of a movie you love so much and not have the jacked up energy required without Deadpool mask, man. And mine's black because I'm built different. Also because it just looks cool. And black's one of my main colors I wear. You know, that's not racist. I swear. That's not racist. I swear. But yeah, so Alan Grant. Alan Grant's pretty awesome. I love him. He was amazing in the movie. I kind of wish he and Owen talked a little bit more about raptors and stuff. Because, you know, that would have been pretty cool. They do talk a little bit. And I mean a little bit, but... Little bit. But unfortunately they don't talk as much as I really would hope. I'm pretty sure a lot of fans hope like for a full-on like 15-minute conversation of just them comparing raptor facts and blah 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 blah. So there's that. You have Claire and God, what's the other chick's name? The blonde chick. Sally? No, not Sally. Allie Sander. There we go. I got it. So Alexander, she's pretty awesome. I love her. She definitely has enough in the movie to really like make her the main. Like there's not a moment in that movie where I was like, man, I really want to see more of her. It's not that she didn't have a lot. Keep in this mic. There's not scenes where I say, oh, I didn't want to see this much of her. It's just that I feel like out of all the characters, she got the just due of like her role and everything. Jeff Goldblum, he's obviously there. He's hilarious as hell in that movie. All right, so there's that. If you want to see Jeff Goldblum be hilarious, Ian Malcolm, whatever you want to call him. I call him Jeff Goldblum because he's Jeff Goldblum, duh. Well, he's just hilarious, alright. Now we're going to talk about Blue. Blue, as I said in the spoiler-free review, she's not as in the movie as many of you would like, but it is, like, her story. I keep hitting this mic. I'm annoyed by that. So, like, move it. There we go. Beta. Beta's not in the movie as much as I hope either. Like, obviously, you know, they have a role in the movie. They have a role, alright? But there's not in the movie as you would hope to. Same with like a lot of dinosaurs, honestly. Other than the dinosaurs, I would say a lot of these dinosaurs don't have as much screen time as you really want them to have in the movie. Like Rexy, she only has I think like three scenes. One of them is like honestly, if you like turn like for a second in that theater, you miss it, which you know kind of sucks because it's Rexy, man. It's Rexy. She's the mascot. But yeah, Rexy, you know, the Theriziosaurus, he's blind, which I was surprised by, because I was curious. I was like, why is his eyes gray? Why is his milky? Is he like it's a little grayed out? My God, I'm suffocating this mask. Oh, it's 90 degrees in my house, Jesus Christ! Alright, let's just hurry up. So, Theriziosaurus. I love it because Theriziosaurus, other than the shrimp crab with the skull, it seems pretty accurate to the actual dinosaur. Seemed like it would be aggressive too, because I believe I read somewhere that Theriziosaurus would have been maybe one of the most aggressive dinosaurs. I mean, we don't know, but just from its design and behavior and everything, like Triceratops. Triceratops should be mowing dudes left and right in that movie. But, you know, it's a movie, so, you know, they made Triceratops like the sweet little sweetheart. But in reality, Triceratops would have been like a rhino or a hippo, or honestly, probably more dangerous than both of them because it's Triceratops. That thing kills T-Rexes, man. Alright, it kills T-Rexes. Luckily, our Rex didn't have to go through that, alright? Rex didn't have to go through that. The Spinosaurus, not in the movie. I was a bit, I love the Spinosaurus, man. He's one of my favorite dinosaurs ever. He's like, probably top, he's probably like ranked 2 just below Allosaurus in terms of my favorite dinosaur. Speaking of Allosaurus, dude, why does the Allosaurus have the most brutal kill in that whole movie? Like, for what, why? Like, dude, it's one thing to kill the guy on being an idiot and try to get on a scooter to get away from you. It's another to, like, have a dude who's, like, getting caught on fire. He's trying to help his buddy. He's getting caught on fire, too, because, you know, fire spreads. And Allosaurus is chomping on him, and you have Chris Pratt duking out with this one guy, and you have this other dude getting chomped on by an Allosaurus while he's on fire. And Allosaurus, I don't think he eats it. I think he just tosses him afterwards. Like, I get this guy's a jerk and everything, but, like, why did he get the most brutal death? What does this man do? I mean, I get it smothered, but what did he do? So production wise, this movie, you can obviously tell there are some scenes missing. There's not, I mean, like, honestly, I feel like, well, the thing is, COVID definitely did affect, like, the movie's production and everything. It affects a lot of movies. I think the only one that I will say it definitely didn't affect at all was probably maybe Venom 2, just because that movie didn't, like, seem to have, like, any too crazy cut scenes. Let's see here. Cuts Koalas. If you saw the trailers in the extended parts, you kind of saw the whole thing. So that kind of sucks. Like I said, the thing with this movie is that they introduced so many dinosaurs to the franchise, but unfortunately, they all don't get to just do like. Well, that being said, it's kind of understandable because each dinosaur can't get like a half-hour screen time. Like, that'd be awesome, but like that's what documentaries are for, right? Keep hitting this mic. Dinosaurs will get their half-hour moment in a documentary. Prehistoric Planet is a great example of showing us what an awesome, realistic T-Rex looks like. That being said, I'm not trying to diss you, Rexy. You're awesome. You're amazing. Velociraptor, realistically in Prehistoric Planet, you know, you see it in there, but, you know, we're not talking about documentaries. You know, I came here for dinosaurs, alright? I came here for dinosaurs. And I know a lot of these species. I know, like, you know, the inaccuracies for these creatures. So, that being said, though, it was pretty great to see, like, things. I think Quetzalcoatlus was probably one of the most accurate ones in that whole franchise, other than the Pyroraptor is a bit of a mixed one, because even though, yeah, it was covered in feathers, it probably would have looked something similar to it, except the size difference. It has some shrink wrapping going on with the skull, and, you know, dinosaurs have skin, alright? They don't, you know, you don't see it outside of the skull, like, all that. But that's just a Jurassic Park thing in general, like, yeah. I think the most accurate dinosaurs in that franchise are probably, you can say the T-Rex, because that one's held up pretty well in the eyes of paleontology. The Allosaurus, Carnotaurus, well, the Allosaurus redesign. Pyroraptor, Quetzalcoatlus, and Therizinosaurus are probably the most accurate dinosaurs in the entire franchise. Now, the Giga. Now, alright, the Giga was told by many of us, I was getting all hyped at it. The dude compared it to the Joker from, like, if it was talking about Jurassic Park villains. Now, the Indoraptor is probably the most Joker, like, of all these dinosaurs in the franchise, alright? This one is kind of just an animal. I'm not trying to say I don't like that idea, but I do like the fact that the Giganotosaurus was treated like an actual animal. Even when it's like bullying Rexy when they fight over that deer carcass, it's like the Rexy is like they don't kill each other. Like granted, big carnivores will, you know, possibly kill each other over like food and stuff, but they don't have to. No dinosaur wants to put their life at risk. All right, there's no reason they would fight to the death unless they're like purposely cramped in an area where they have to fight because they're two giant apex territorial creatures, which ended up happening in the final fight. Now, the final fight was amazing. When that light went over to Rexy's eye, bro, and she got pissed. Oh man, that gave me goosebumps, man. It gave me goosebumps. But yeah, yeah, we're gonna cut this real quick because I'm about to suffocate this mask, and it's like 9 degrees in my room, so we're just gonna quickly be right back. But overall, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did feel kind of bad for the Giganotosaurus just because it was, yeah, it was kind of, like I said, it was acting like a real animal, and it just got put in the wrong place in the wrong time. That being said, though, like, you know, it kind of deserved it. It quote-unquote bullied Rexy. That final fight was pretty awesome. Rexy, when she grabbed the Giga and, like, threw it into Therizinosaurus's claws and it got killed. You know, granted, you know, it's supposed to be the big bad, but, you know, it's still just an animal, so I did feel kind of bad because, like I said, it's like, it's literally stuck between a rock and a hard place. You have that. The Therizinosaurus, like I said earlier, got plenty of screen time in my opinion. There was no, like, extra need for it. It's not that I didn't like it or anything. It's just, like, it had enough screen time where, like, you can get away with, like, there's no reason people are going to complain it's not in the movie for longer. The Pyroraptor, Atrociraptors, and some of these other dinosaurs like Quetzalcoatlus, that makes sense though in terms of you want to see more of them because, you know, they're also iconic, they're amazing, and blah blah blah. Well, not like they've been shown a lot in the trailers. The Atrociraptors, one thing I really like with the Atrociraptors is they kind of dodge that whole we abuse the animals, now they follow what we do. They kind of dodge that like right off the bat because it kind of the lady says these scientists, they got it all wrong. You can't engineer loyalty, you have to nurture it and, you know, earn it and stuff, which basically makes me think is the Atrociraptors were raised kind of like how Chris Pratt raised his raptors to get them to follow him. The thing I really liked though about it was that, like, the Atrociraptors, they were you know, they're trained to kill, meaning they don't attack unless they're told to or if their handler's in danger, which I actually really like because that scene where they're walking out and the guys have their guns on them, they don't attack until they're told to, which I found pretty cool. Like, one thing I have to that's one thing I kind of have to appreciate with it. Now, the
This now Power Raptor. I already said blah blah. You know, you saw the trailer. There's probably only a couple scenes you're missing, and boom, that's pretty much the whole movie. Well, not movie. Scene with it. Now we're talking about plot wise. I did. Now the thing with it is that it's not that the plot was bad. Actually, I kind of liked it because you really did not know what the plot really was in terms of what is this movie about for real, because you don't know what the whole "we made a terrible mistake to doomsday clock" and it's like, what are you talking about? But with that being said, though, you have the locusts, which obviously are making, you know, they're eating all the crops that aren't bioseed, blah, blah, which is, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty smart in terms of controlling the world's food supply, because, yeah, I will say, they're talking about has DNA from the Cretaceous. Okay, I just want to like science this real quick. Okay, if the locusts were to get that big, they will not have DNA from the Cretaceous. They would have it from whatever name of it's gonna be right here. It's when they had when there was a lot of oxygen in the atmosphere and insects could actually grow that freaking big. So it shouldn't have any Cretaceous DNA to get that big. Like, that being said, it's just a movie, so like they probably just had, you know, just put some dino DNA in it to make it bigger and stronger. It's a movie, man. Like, are we really gonna sit here and talk about how DNA works in a movie? I'm not. Like, you know, the Indominus Rex is a great example of how DNA should not be working like that. It's like, the Indominus Rex should not be talking to the raptors. That's not how DNA works. It should not be able to camouflage. It should not be able to hide its infrared. That's not how DNA works. The only thing DNA really does is affect the animal's behavior and habits. That doesn't really... It's not going to give it superpowers. But anyway, besides that, Raptors, I'm going to say this right now. Ghost, the white one, he definitely survived because he's not that far from land. And I assume he can swim. Probably not like the Power Raptor, but I assume he can swim like somewhat okay-ish. Yeah, there's that. Obviously, you know, the Raptors were... Honestly, the Raptors were, like... Granted, I like to see more of them, but... That's the big issue with this movie, is that you want to see more of this particular dinosaurs or creatures in the movie. Like, the Dimetrodon... Personally, I would have loved to see a little more Dimetrodon, but I did like how it had, like, almost a horror element to it, because that's so cool. Just FYI, Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur. You've probably seen billions of photos of it. Not photos, like, pictures of it. That has it look like a dinosaur. It's not a dinosaur, alright? It's not a dinosaur at all. It's been around way before the dinosaurs, actually. You know, like I said, all the OG characters coming back. That was amazing. You know, Alan Grant, you know, it was always a pleasure to see on screen. There was nothing with Alan Grant which I didn't like. I just kind of wish like I said, the only real complaint I had with it was that I wish he and Owen would, like, talk. He and Chris Pratt's character would just, you know, talk a little more about raptors, man. Like, that'd be so cool. That being said, he does do, like, the little, like, hand thing, like, eyes on me crap with Beta, which is, you know, pretty awesome to see. But like I said, I feel like, yeah, just give me 5 more minutes of them talking, because it's just like, Dr. Grant, you know, I'm a big fan. It's like, oh, I know you. You trained raptors. It's like, okay. Kind of wish there was a little more than that conversation. Blues Marine and I were a baby. That was always a good thing. Rexy meeting up with, I believe that is the buck and the whatever the female T-Rex was called from the Lost World, I believe. Because they did say they moved a lot of the dinosaurs from Isla Sorna to the Sanctuary, which I just want to say real quick. I don't know if they intended for the Giga and the T-Rex to fight, because you are putting 2 apex predators in the same area. And, yeah, you put 2 big apex predators. They're, you know, in general, they're going to avoid each other, but they will fight. What else? What else about the movie? Oh, right. Probably my favorite thing in the movie was Henry Wu finally gets his redemption. He finally, like, I want to see that guy die like everybody else, but he actually has a redemption arc in the movie, and I really liked it because he's like, he has mad regrets of everything he's done. He's admitting that he's not the best person to ever exist in terms of science stuff, and pretty chill dude. Like, well, not chill dude, obviously, but, like, you know, he has mad regrets. He's like, look, guys, please, 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 let me fix this. I just want to fix this. I just want to fix it. I don't care about making hybrids. I don't care about making monsters. I don't care about any of this right now. I just want to fix the mistake I made. Like, he's over here being like, dude, we got to get rid of these locusts, like, yesterday. He's like, dude, chillax. Lavasaurus was always a treat to see, bro. I love the, I really love the callback. It's kind of like everything came around full circle. The no, Dawson over here showing up trying to get out of here. One, I don't know why he's by himself. He's pretty stupid, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's doing his thing, you know, trying to get away. Then you have the Dilophosaurus show up. It's like, nah, B. Nah, B. Then you have, you know, Nedry, he got killed by Juvenile. This dude's getting killed by 3 full-grown ones, getting sprayed by venom by all of them. Which is pretty awesome and just, like, you know, payback, really. Because he put Nedry to that. Like, Nedry, obviously, he kind of deserved it because he was, you know, a bit of an asshole. But, you know, it's poetic justice. That's what it is. The only thing I'd say about this movie that you don't really get the fear of everyone dying. Like, when the Dilophosaurus first showed up and you see him in front of Claire, obviously you had tension there. A lot of people like to complain about Chris Pratt chokeholding one of them, like grabbing by the neck. But one thing a lot of people keep forgetting is that this man's worked at the park and he's the animal handler. So he obviously is fully aware of the Dilophosaurus. And he probably knows, I think, spits venom. And he probably has the training to grab it by the neck so it can't spew its venom out. Because, yeah, it's Chris Pratt, dude. Overall, I'm probably missing some stuff here, but like I said, COVID really affected this movie. It's not horrible. Like, a lot of people try to say it's the worst movie ever made. No, it is not the worst movie ever made. I've seen some pretty horrible movies, dude. But, yeah, like, Rotten Tomatoes giving it, like, a 30% or, like, 33% or whatever. Well, Rotten Tomatoes has been trash ever since they started disrespecting the Venom movies, trying to say Venom gets 18% or whatever. Somewhere around there. But the first Venom movie, granted, it's not the perfect movie, but, like, it's not horrible. Like, yeah, if you want to be that person, like, oh, I came here for the gore, the horror, all that stuff. It's like, well, yeah, it's not the best, but same, like, I won't deny, Venom 1, like, kind of gave us a little, kind of lied to us about the tone of the movie, if I'm gonna be real with you. But it's not the worst movie ever made. Like, dude, like, when you realize the tone of the movie, you get, you know, it's not supposed to be like that. Like, Venom 2, it fully embraced the goofiness that the movie was. That the franchise, I mean, was. So, can't get mad at it, because it's meant to be goofy and just have a fun time. You can chill with your friends during this horrible pandemic. Very simple. Jurassic World Dominion, I do like the end of it where it was showing, well, one thing I had to give the movie mad props for is all the animatronics, because that's a great thing to see. I mean, we obviously had some in Jurassic World 1, but I don't think we've gotten this many animatronics in a single movie since, like, probably since, like, either 3. Yeah, probably 3, because 3 had a lot of animatronics also, but, yeah, granted, Fallen Kingdom had some animatronics with it too, but, you know, and also the aesthetic of the movie, top tier, like, the dinosaurs, like, granted, it doesn't have their Jurassic Park feel where they feel that real, but the CGI, like, it's not having this, like, shiny effect. It's not having this thing. It's not having, we're going to have them in the dark thing. It is real. Like, it look like it's not, we're having them in the dark so we can hide the CGI. We're not having them super shiny in this one area so we can hide it. It's like, no. We are having them in natural lighting, natural colors, and natural everything because we're not hiding. We want to make this movie, you know, a good finale. So we're obviously going to, you know, go all out with the realism of the tone and textures of the dinosaurs. There's that. Honestly, I'd say the only scene I would love to see more of is probably the part where they're in the when they're like that dino like black market trade or whatever, because that place looks so cool. Like you have the baby Allosaurus find the baby Baryonyx, which has a prosthetic arm, which a lot of people keep like they're not realizing. But in general, like I said, if I had to rate this movie, keep in mind I've seen it 3 times already. That's also another reason why this movie's took a little longer to review. I would have rated a good probably a 7.8 or straight up 8. It's not the best, but I feel like if they put in the deleted scenes they probably had to cut out or whatever, or like scenes they had to scrap, I feel like it would go up to like 8.5 or something, just because it's not that the movie's horrible, it's just that a lot of stuff are cut, and some stuff you kind of notice are cut. But in general, it's not the worst movie ever. I recommend seeing it. I've seen it 3 times, dude. Like, obviously I saw it 3 times. If I'm not gonna watch a horrible movie 3 separate times. I saw Venom like 8 times, but you know that's just me because I love Venom. He's awesome. Yeah, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This is my first actual like review of doing anything, especially a spoiler one, if that. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys see the movie? You should. I don't know why I said in the beginning part of this video. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I'm not really the best with reviews and stuff, but this is my first time, you know, taking a crack at it, and yeah, I really don't know how to react to it. If you guys enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, join my Discord. We can chat about dinosaurs, nerdy stuff, anime stuff, whatever. Realistically, it's just literally just random stuff. And I'll see you guys later. This is Drive Megandar. Peace out.